I mean, the flight attendants would send me like sorbet or like give me a free drink. They would write on the cocktail napkin, "You were so great on The Voice. You have such a beautiful voice." And I'm like, yo, this is wild.
Ain't nobody sliding their number, bro. I mean, come on, man. I'm
Oh,
trying.
bro.
I'm seeing because
Well,
I'm.
you know what's wild? Like, I didn't get the DMs, bro. Because
What?
I think, yo, legit, I was America's black dad. So I think Shorty was
That's
like,
how that came off.
yeah. Oh, everyone's grandmother loved me. Wherever I went out, oh my God, my mom loves you. My grandmother loves you. But I never got, nah. Because I feel that they were probably like, he's not on that. He seems like he's a pretty established guy. He's a
I
pretty
thought you
stand-up.
was getting Teddy Pendergrass
Bro,
panties thrown.
nah, dog. Nope. Which is wild.
Not to say, I'm gonna be clear. I've never gotten vibes from this brother that that's how he moves in the world. So, but like I said, I'm projecting.
But also, I had a girlfriend. I was dating a girl on the show.
Okay.
So it was me and shout out to Spencer Baker.
Okay.
So we were dating.
Okay.
So it's like we both knew what it was to be famous because she was a child star, and so we were rocking really heavy.
Okay.
But even after that,
But the DMs didn't know that.
the DMs didn't know that, dog.
That's
I saw like what some of the other guys was getting. I was like, bro, I was jealous. I'm like, word, Shorty sent you what? That's crazy.
I'm wondering what
Dog, I didn't
the
get
dad,
it,
the America's. Damn.
bro. I didn't get it at all, man.
How is dating, bro? Like as a artist, like is it hard to?
All of my successful relationships, even though they're over now, were musicians.
Okay.
All of them. They were all singers. And this one girl I dated, she was a piano player, brilliant piano player. And when I date what I call like civilians, it doesn't really work out.
What happens?
I don't know if they don't understand the dedication it takes to be a great musician, and I don't know if they don't or haven't had the patience to deal with someone that's one. It's a lot to deal with somebody that's famous, because I would be out and I'm getting stopped all the time, and I was seeing this one girl and it used to get on her nerves, and I'm like, well, what you want me to do? You know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, people know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Ron Burgundy say on Anchorman, he was like, people know me. I'm sort of a big deal, which is hilarious.
That's that humility.
He's like, people know me, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, but all of I was in one relationship for like 11 years, and she's a phenomenal singer. So dating now, I'm not really interested. I mean, I'll go out, we'll have a couple drinks, we'll have some fun, but I'm getting to the point now where I want to be like settled. Now we're going to like do this. Like, I'm trying to get like married.
You want to be married?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That was a definite. I liked your conviction with it too, because I don't hear us. I don't hear us speak with that level of conviction and move with that intentionality also,
Right.
by the way, which it sounds like you're.
Yeah, man, because like we're artists, man. Like we've done the things. You know what I'm saying? And we've had our fun. By the way, congrats on,
Thank you, brother.
your beautiful wife. So it's like that's what I'm on. You know what I mean? I'm like I've done the things. I've been a musician my entire life. I would like nothing better than to go home and my wife is sitting in there and we just chilling. We're watching TV, whatever. Just coming home knowing she's there.
That's something that's really. I didn't understand the power of witnessing, bro. Until I started looking at what really takes place in a relationship and the value of witnessing somebody's life. It's almost like if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's around, does it make a sound?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like having a life partner, and for me specifically, I wanted a wife, not like a life partner. Like I want to go down the aisle, I want us to commit, because that represents the highest form of commitment in our society.
For sure.
So if it was standing on top of your head and holding the watermelon until it falls and cracks, then I would do that. But for as far as what we do today, this is the highest form. But that is my attempt to stand in the forest when the tree falls, so somebody can hear it make a sound.
Wow.
Because I think I was conditioned to see success in relationships based on performance,
Okay.
and not necessarily the process. So what was the end result of that thing? And then you gauge that as successful or unsuccessful, when it's really, can we witness somebody go through all of the iterations of life and let the success be your seat, your witness of doing that?
Wow.
And I want to witness
I never thought about it like
her in all the facets of her life.
That's beautiful.
So that the tree doesn't fall without anybody being there to make a sound.
Right.
She made a sound when she lived.
Yeah.
I made a sound when I lived.
That's beautiful, man. Yeah.
And I never thought that I would come to that realization when choosing to hitch my wagon to this proverbial horse. It was like, we're just doing this. Like, nah, there has to be a level of purpose and function that is outside of like what we're kind of told this shit is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing too many things fail.
Right.
And they're like, well, maybe the metric, maybe what they're measuring is off a little bit, but and that's why I'm a huge proponent of like marriage, man. We go out and we have these superficial interactions with people. And not to say there's no value in superficiality, but like when we come home and we hang our hats, like that person is not the same person
of course not.
That's out, being the life of the party, at least not in my life, not in my existence.
Right. And I think that's the beauty of what I can assume a great relationship. I mean, I've been in great relationships. I've never been married, but I've been in great relationships, and knowing if it's at all possible, knowing every aspect of a person has to be a brilliant thing.
Yeah.
Seeing them first thing in the morning when they ain't sexy, you know what I'm saying? Seeing them insecure.
Yeah.
Seeing them vulnerable. It's a luxury, man.
It is.
And it's a gift for them to be that their true selves as much as they can endeavor to share, to entrust another person with that. I think that's a beautiful and it's a brilliant thing. And to that point, I'm getting to the place where that's what I want to experience.
Yeah.
I mean, dates are cool, but because I have such a great model, my parents have been married 45 years. Beautiful. And together, 50. They've been together longer now than they've been apart. So I've seen highs, lows, mids, and where they are now, it's like they're boyfriend and girlfriend now. I'm seeing them being a lot more like playful and flirty, and he's always out in the garden and she just stands there and watches him. And I think it's funny, she and I were talking the other day, and it's funny because he's going to see this. He doesn't want help, really. He just wants her to stand there and watch him because he'll, high water pressure the house, and he has a green thumb. The yard is always beautiful. It's always mulch. You know what I mean? So they have a great relationship, and that's a good example. And I'm like, I want something like that. I want, my cute little wife to be with me, and we out and we chilling and stuff like that. So that's what I want.